Also, the main characters in this story are like really attractive. I'm not usually a huge fan of romance stories, but freaking romance actually really surprised me. The story starts and you start to think it's going to be this typical story where the girl sees this ghost in the apartment and like, oh, she's gonna figure out a way to touch him and see him and, you know, find out why he's so hot. But there's actually so much more going on. The more you read into this webcomic, the mysteries and questions start piling on, and it starts becoming really intriguing. I actually was very impressed with the mysterious element of this show. It's really not just a romance story, it starts to evolve into this mystery, and she's trying to figure out what's going on, and it's super intriguing. And what's kind of cool too is the moment that Zealith, the main character, purchases this apartment and starts renting it, she isn't freaked out by the ghost, she actually is like super interested in horror things and ghosts in the supernatural world. So it's kind of an interesting take on that, where it's sort of breaking what you would expect, right? The main character actually is into ghosts and the supernatural. I find that really fascinating. And this really isn't just a normal webcomic, because the music is phenomenal. I know a lot of you are surprised by this, but certain webcomics actually have a soundtrack, and this is one of them. The music adds so much style to this show. I mean, it just captures, it enthralls you, you know? It's like you're really there. The music is fantastic. Overall, the pacing is great. The cliffhangers are some of the best that I've ever seen, and again, I'm really not a romance guy, but this story shows that romance stories can have so much more than just, oh, these two people are in love, and oh, he's a ghost. There's mystery, there's intrigue, it's borderline even like creepy at times, you know? There's hints dropped early on, and there's plot twists, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, where is this gonna go? The characters of Zealith and Zealand are fantastic. Zealith being the main character, the female protagonist, and Zealand being the male protagonist. At first, you think the story is just about Zealith, and she's a fantastic character who is going through so much with her family, but eventually you start also getting to see more of Zealand, and I'm not gonna spoil too much, but the author does such a fantastic job of incorporating both characters into this story, giving them both screen time, showing both sides of the story. It's such a good way to show, like, it's such a good way to handle a romance and a mystery, and I love it. It's so good. So if you're interested in reading freaking romance for yourself, then check the link in the description down below and download the Webtoon app. There's thousands of incredible comics on Webtoon of every sort of genre and nature. You got fantasy, romance, mystery, drama, everything is on there, and I recommend Freaking Romance because it's freaking amazing. Wow, I thought of that on the spot. I am proud of myself. Thanks a lot to Webtoon for making this video possible by partnering with the channel, and with that, I will see you guys in the next Webtoon review.